welcome back to my channel. My name is Rimmel. As you can tell, I am filming in a slightly different room. This is my actual makeup room where I do my makeup and stuff like that every single day. The other background that you see sometimes is my filming studio. So I'm actually going to be filming a few videos up here today. So the background will look a little bit different. Now what I'm going to be doing today is just showing you how I get a good base for my face and what products I've been loving. Now this is all drugstore. I did go through my makeup and I'm using nothing but drugstore makeup in this video. So we will go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do after I've cleansed, moisturized, all that good stuff, I'm going to be using my primer oil. This is from City Colors. It looks like this right here. Now I have used quite a bit of it, as you can tell, but this to me reminds me of the Smashbox Photo Oil Primer Oil. This is what this looks like. This is way more expensive than that right there. I'm not sure exactly how much that was. I did get this off of arcadehouse.com. So I've had this for a while and I do enjoy using it, so I'm just going to go ahead and get some on my face. I am using a damp blender, beauty blender for this. I'm just taking it on the back of that because it's not greasy, but because it's an oil, I do not like to use it on my hands or anything like that because it does get my rings and I don't like the way that looks. Please ignore the balloons in the background. Yesterday was my birthday. I turned the big 33, and those are gifts from friends, from very good friends of mine that I do work with. And I couldn't put them anywhere else because my animals are trying to play with them and a couple of them are scared of the balloons. Now the next item that I'm going to go in with is my Revolution Pro Base Blur Primer. This does illuminate it. Now what I'm going to do, because I did put that all over, I'm just going to take a couple of pumps, since this is going to go all over my face. And again, I'm using my beauty blender, not my beauty blender, my damp sponge for this, because it does work better on my skin with this. Again, I hate the feel of anything like that on my hands, so I'm just going to go ahead and dot that all around. Ooh, I have a brush here I can use for that. Sorry. So I'm going to use this brush. This is by the brand Moda. You can get this at Walmart. 4 brushes come in the set. I think it's like $20. So I am just going in and doing this right here to really work it in. So now that has went ahead and sunk in a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and give it a couple more minutes before I do anything else to my face. But I do want to show you, this is from Dairy Queen. Coffee. I love their coffee when it's made right. Foundation that I'm going to be using today is going to be the the Makeup Revolution London stick foundation. I did purchase this off a friend of mine. She didn't like it. She said it didn't, either it wasn't her color or it didn't sit well on her face. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's super duper cute. I love it. Now I did wear this one time and I love the way it looked on my skin. So this is the color F4 and the foundation and stuff like that. It's very fair. Now this is what you get. This is the first ever stick foundation that I've used. I always wanted to use one. And when she said she didn't like it and she was going to sell it, of course I immediately was like, I will buy that because I've been wanting to. So I haven't watched really any major tutorials on it or anything like that. So the way I'm going to do it, the way I did do it, is to take and swap it on. This is just about my perfect shade. So I'm doing 2 lines here, 2 lines here, and then a couple across my big forehead, and then 1 here, and some just a little bit down my nose. So it kind of looks like war paint, as my dad used to call it. Okay, there we go. So looking for a place to set that. So what I'm gonna take is my sponge and just go ahead and dab that in like this. I have to say, the first time that I wore this, I really, really did enjoy it. So I went ahead and blended that in. That way you can tell it's very, very illuminating on my skin right now. As you can tell right there, does look very, very good on the skin. I will not deny that. I love the way this sits on my skin. The next thing that we're going with is concealer, and I am using my Revolution concealer in the color C1. This is very, very fair on me, so I will go ahead. And I love the way this looks. Now, I've not tried their new foundation, but I am trying to get my hands on that, so as soon as I do, that will be coming in a review for y'all. I'm going to go ahead and kind of just swap it like this. Just keeping it like that. I won't put it on my eyes. And the last time I wore that foundation, I did wear that concealer with it, and it worked amazingly well together. Next thing that I'm going to do is to set my face with the Stay Matte by Rimmel London. This is a really, really good powder. My lid is broke, but this is probably my 4th one that I've went through. It's the wrong brush. There's the right brush. Okay. And I'm using my Aesthetica P12 brush. Sorry, I've got something on my face. If you see or hear animals, that's because I am at my house filming, not my studio. And my animals they run wherever they want to in here, I reckon. So let me just go ahead and shake off the excess, and then I like to do it like this right here to push it in to my skin. I love the way this powder smells too. I don't know why, I just do. So I'm just pushing it in like this. And it takes it from glowy to mattifying, which is what I'm looking for. I didn't realize that one primer that I used, the one by Revolution here, was illuminating. I did not realize that, so it is very illuminating. Plus, that foundation stick is also very illuminating as well, which I don't normally mind. But I'm going for more of a fall simple look today with my skin. So that is why I am using a matte powder to set my whole face, not just portion. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to go in with is my Wet n Wild Color Icon contouring palette in the shade, it doesn't have it on here, so I don't know what it's called, but it's the lightest one that they had in this kind of pan. This pan is huge. So what I'm going to do is take a brush, an e.l.f. brush, and I'm just going to take and dip into this shade here. And I'm going to run that underneath my eyes and set that concealer just a little bit more, because that one brush that I was using was way too big for this. After I have that set, the next thing that I'm going to do is to go with that same product, and this time I'm going to use an angled brush like this, and this is going to help sculpt my cheeks. So I'm just going to go from the top of my ear down. And what that does, that will create a shadow on your cheek that's going to make it look like you have good high cheekbones. Which I already do, but I do like to do this to make sure that my cheekbones look even sharper in pictures and stuff. Okay, so I went ahead and finished up with the bronzer and stuff like that. I really love that. It's not too dark for my skin tone, but it is pretty. So now we are moving on to blush. The color that I have is Milani Baked Blush in the color Rose Dior. I'm not sure it's number 2. It looks like that. So this is like a deeper color, and I did pick this because we are in fall now. I love this color, so what I'm going to do is take this brush and give this quick clean here. And sorry, just tap it in there a couple of times, clean off or knock off the excess, and go ahead and put it on. Now this is a deep color, but it's not too deep for fall. I typically go for like a deeper colors and stuff like that in the fall. Unfortunately, I try to find like a very matte blush, and I couldn't. I have no matte blushes, so I'm gonna have to buy me some. Okay, so for the highlighter that I am using is going to be you have to move. Come on, move. We've already had one disaster today where one of my cats jumped up here and knocked everything over. I'm talking the camera, I'm talking all my stuff that I had sitting up. It all went everywhere. So I had to clean that mess up. And that. So for the highlight that I'm going with, it's going to be the Milani Stobelight in the color Afterglow. I love this. So I'm just taking my highlight brush and doing this. Now I'm not going to go for like a super strong highlight. I'm simply going to go just a little shine on the cheeks. As you can tell, it's not very shiny at all because I am going in with a very, very light hand. If you wanted to, you could totally go ham on this and be like, boom! But I'm not doing that today. And there you have it. It's very, this is just my face routine. That's all I wanted to show you all. I didn't do anything with the eyes right now. So I just done my foundation, my contour, and stuff like that. It's very easy to do. It takes me maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes, 5, 10, 15 minutes. No less than 15 minutes to do this. Most of the time, especially when I'm running late, I've been sleeping later in the mornings, and I don't have a whole lot of time for my eyes. So I've perfected the face to look good. The eyes, I just simply will use the bronzer that I'm using for the day. Sometimes I'll just throw a pair of lashes on, call it done, and call it good. So yeah, that's the way the skin looks. I have to say, I love it. Up close, it looks really, really amazing. That is all for this video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe down below. I'm going to start doing some giveaways on my channel. They're going to be very small giveaways at first. So like a pair of lashes or something like that I'm going to give away. But in order to win, you do have to be subscribed to me below and just let me know that you're subscribed. And well, not the very first one because I've done a couple of giveaways. The next giveaway that I will be doing is coming up very, very soon. So please make sure that you are subscribed for that. And I will see y'all later.